Oh, those dreaded jelly legs, or what about the leaded jelly legs? Well, a quick disclaimer here, there is no jelly involved in this video, it's purely a metaphor. So what am I talking about? Well, you'll be with me if you've ever tried to ride your bike hard, jump off and run immediately. If you've not practiced this or prepared for it, then certainly going to have an odd sensation in your legs and quite possibly look a little silly in the process. When it comes to racing, you'll want to avoid jelly legs. Trust me, it makes running fast that much more of a challenge. So today I'm going to be covering 6 ways to prevent that feeling. There are a couple of different causes for jelly legs. One you might experience before a race, when in theory your legs are strong and fresh and should be feeling good. And then the other can quite often happen during a race when your muscles are starting to get tired. This is usually when you get off the bike and start the run, but both are equally unpleasant. Let's start with pre-race jelly legs. There's actually nothing wrong with your muscles in this situation. You've probably trained and rested really well for this event, so of course your legs are ready to race. However, you might still feel like you've got heavy, lethargic legs. Well, that is because of nerves, so you're going to be apprehensive ahead of a race, and this is going to start to send adrenaline around your body. So the fight or flight response will increase your heart rate and actually make you ready to swim, bike and run, even if it doesn't necessarily feel so at the beginning. Race day nerves aren't fun, but it usually means you care about your upcoming event, and that has to be a good thing. So try and embrace this feeling and just think about your body actually telling you that it's ready. Well, there are a few distraction techniques which you can use beforehand to get rid of that nasty feeling, such as reading a book or chatting with friends or even a little bit of meditation. But this obviously distracts you from the race, so make sure you allow enough time afterwards to get back in the zone and make sure you're mentally and physically ready. Sometimes nerves can make you feel tired and heavy, but don't let your brain trick you. Going for a walk or doing some leg swings or even a bit of light jogging will all help get the blood flowing and actually reduce that jelly leg feeling. And it also doubles up as a bit of a warm-up to make sure that mentally and physically you're ready to race. If you're doing a high-pace sprint triathlon, then you're likely to experience a build-up of lactic acid, which can make your legs feel really wobbly. In longer distance races, when you're working your muscles for a long time, then you're going to deplete your glycogen levels, which is also going to make your legs feel rather weak. So the idea is to prepare ahead of this so you can reduce the feeling as much as possible. The first bit of preparation starts long before race day, so practicing a race simulation in the form of brick sessions is a great way to get your mind and body used to that sensation and reduce the actual feeling of jelly legs. When it comes to an actual race situation, then back off the intensity towards the end of the bike to give your legs more of a chance of feeling normal when it comes to the run. And then also drop down a couple of gears so you can increase your cadence, which will help to naturally loosen off your legs. It'll increase your blood flow, and hopefully it'll get your legs moving in a rhythm that's more similar to your running stride. So when you do come to the run, it should feel less of a dramatic change going from cycling to running. Accepting that you're unlikely to be able to start the run part of a triathlon race at the same pace and stride length as you would in a pure running race is a good start, and it will help. Instead, focus on just trying to find a rhythm and, again, getting used to actually holding your body weight as opposed to being sat on the bike. And it's okay to shorten your stride length, but compensate for this by increasing your stride rate a little bit and your cadence, and you'll find that you'll soon start to get that feeling back in your legs, as opposed to really trying to force out a stride that you know you are capable of. You just need to be patient, as it will come back. In a long distance race, you've got plenty of time to find your rhythm, and the actual pace that you're targeting to reach is going to be less of a challenge in itself. Shorter distance races, however, you want to get up to pace as soon as you can, so really increase that cadence to start with and then focus on increasing your stride length once you start to find your running legs. Earlier, I mentioned the effect of fatigue and depletion of glycogen levels on your muscles as a result of working hard in a race. So you want to make sure you've got adequate energy levels before you head out onto the run, as that will reduce the chance of that jelly leg feeling. So think ahead and plan your nutrition. Make sure you take on your last bit at least 20 minutes before the end of the bike and heading into T2 and out onto the run. Jelly legs, though, don't always occur at the beginning of a run in a triathlon. In longer distance races, you want to make sure that you've got adequate nutrition throughout to prevent that fatigue feeling. But in a shorter distance race, you're likely to be working partly anaerobically, so expect to feel a buildup of lactic acid in your muscles, and that will give that horrible wobbly leg feeling. Now, there's not much of a magic answer for this. You can back off slightly and hope that it passes, or if the finish line is in sight, then you're just going to have to battle on through. Jelly legs are just such a weird sensation. It's that feeling of not having complete control that can be a little bit off-putting. So sorting out your training, your pacing and your nutrition will certainly put you in a stronger position ahead of your next triathlon and should at least reduce the wobbly feeling. If you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up and hit the globe to subscribe. But if you like the look of any of our kit, these gilets or our new running t-shirts, then you can find the link to the shop on the screen now. And if you want some more help with some brick workouts, we've got a video on our top 4 workouts especially for that just down here, and for a video on how to run off the bike, you can get some tips just here.